So Dan Tortora here with Alex Grigorita, the women's soccer head coach for Bryant Stratton College of Syracuse, on a selection special. And he has the opportunity to now share with the world where they've been seated.
Well, just like expected, or as expected, we've been seated in the number 2 spot, which I think it's fair. I think we deserve it. At the same time, I think it's fair for the other teams, that are higher than us, and the other teams that are a little bit lower. Overall, this year in the women's bracket, all the teams were pretty equal as a level of play, as records. It's not so much a difference maker. I actually was able to watch every single team, and I was pleasantly surprised with the overall level. So that brings actually more pride, for our young team to be seated in the 2nd position, and definitely a chance to compete for the national title for I don't even know how many years in a row at this point, but as a defending national champs, we go there, and every single team is going to be excited to beat us. And at the same time, I think at this point our young team gain enough experience, to compete, and I truly hope we are ready to compete and bring another title back to back, back to Syracuse.
To have that championship last season in 2021, and for that to be your first, and to know that you have another opportunity to do it again, what was it about this season's challenges that you think has prepared this team?
It's definitely having a young team, one of the games I actually counted, we had 7 freshmen in the starting lineup, which it's challenging, it's difficult, it's almost like a new team that learns day by day, but like I said at the beginning of the season, our coaching staff, we're not magicians, right? It's a hard work, and I'm super happy that and excited at the same time that our team embraced our ideas. They believed in our philosophy and in our training sessions, and they work hard every single session in and out, and that showed on the field, slowly, day by day. If you look at our not so much record, but also the way we played, right? So we started a little bit more like a slower, we lost a game, or then we tied, and then, we just kind of were looking for that magic recipe, what's going to work, how it's going to click, chemistry, physicality, understanding the system, understanding the way we play, and towards the end we had 5 games in a row, we scored about 23 goals if I'm not mistaken, and didn't allow any, so that speaks about our level that we were able to achieve and the hard work that this team put in.
When you look at the overall record in this regular season, is it what you thought, or how do you assess your record?
Yeah, overall I'm trying not to pay attention so much to the record. Record is just kind of, it's a good stat to have. It's something, beautiful numbers to look at when the season's over and stuff. At the same time, obviously gives you an opportunity to compete at the national championship tournament. But at the same time, I more look at the quality of the games. Like our level. How we play, and like everyone, my coaching staff and even my team. Like they just go, "Coach, why are you on top of us when it's 4 or 5-0 or 3-0?" I said, because we compete against ourselves. We have a standards that we gotta bring up every single game, despite the score, either we up and down. We have to represent our program and the way we play. So that's why it's more about our standards and compete, and try to increase our game and our level, over the record or just those beautiful numbers that are in the stats.
And having the 2 seed, just what you can say about your upcoming matchup and what you know about them.
Well, I'm one of those coaches who is very curious about every single team, so I kind of already was expecting, one or the other. From one side, I'm kind of excited because for the past 5 or 6 years we played the same team, the Florida National University. So this year in the first round we have a different opponent. So it's always kind of a new challenge, right? So obviously I've been following all the teams, so I kind of have an overall idea, how they play. And what I can say about our opponents in the first round, they are a team that plays a pacey soccer. They like to compete, they like to transition quickly, they like to go with speed, which I think actually is going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun for us, too, because we like the same way. We like to play a quick, pacey soccer with a quick transition, trying to keep the ball mostly on the ground, you know, so it's definitely going to be a game between two teams that have similar style of play and they kind of show similar philosophy, you know. Who's going to win? Obviously the field and the game will show.
For you and for Nick Dimitrievski, the men's soccer head coach, to be reigning national champions together and at the same time to be, in your case, the assistant AD, him the AD, and to have your selection shows back to back, you get to do a lot together. You have gotten to win together. What was it like to be with all the student athletes to celebrate this moment?
Yeah, we always say it's about experience. It's about student athlete experience, you know, like while we're here, we have kids from all over the world, you know, that bring different culture, and at the same time, everything is new for them. So this kind of moments, you know, this kind of opportunities to celebrate together, to spend time together, to build new memories for themselves and for the program are priceless, you know. And another day, you win or lose, you don't know, you know, but the memories and the bond and the friendships, you know, and everything else that will stay and those students will carry on, you know, throughout the years, you know. And even yesterday I was saying, you know, like our kid from one part of the world is learning a new language, you know, from her roommate who is from a different part of the world, and they becoming best friends. And just to see that, you know, it's priceless. It's just worth way more than any trophy or any national title, you know, that's for sure.